Have you ever pondered what reality truly is? Is it an absolute truth or simply our interpretation of the world around us? Some might argue that it's a bit of both. We navigate our lives based on our perception of reality, yet there are certain hard truths that remain constant regardless of how we choose to interpret them. Understanding these truths is crucial to our growth and development. Accepting them, however, is another story. It's not always easy to face reality, especially when it's harsh and unforgiving. It doesn't care about our feelings or our desires. It doesn't bend to our will. And no matter how much we try to avoid or deny it, reality always catches up to us, often in ways we least expect. One of the hardest truths about reality is that we all make mistakes. It's an inevitable part of being human. We're not perfect, and we're bound to mess up from time to time. But these mistakes don't define us. What truly matters is how we handle them, how we learn from them, and how we use them as stepping stones towards becoming better versions of ourselves. Another hard truth is that life isn't always fair. We can work our fingers to the bone, put our heart and soul into achieving our goals, and still fall short. It's frustrating, it's disheartening, but it's a part of life. We can't control everything, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, things just don't go our way. We also can't please everyone. We're all unique individuals with our own thoughts, opinions, and preferences. It's impossible to make everyone happy, and trying to do so will only lead to disappointment and frustration. And lastly, we all have limitations. None of us are superhuman. We have our strengths, yes, but we also have our weaknesses. Recognizing these limitations, accepting them, and working around them is a crucial part of personal growth and self-improvement. Reality, like truth, is often a hard pill to swallow, but swallow we must. Let's delve into the first hard truth. The first hard truth about reality is that we all make mistakes. Yes, each and every one of us. Like an artist sketching a masterpiece, the errant strokes of our lives often stand out more than the overall beauty. But here's the thing, these missteps, these blunders, they're not the full story. They're simply chapters in our ever-evolving narrative. Mistakes are as inevitable as the rising sun, and they present us with invaluable learning opportunities. Every mistake is a lesson wrapped in a disguise, a chance to grow, to evolve, to become a better version of ourselves. And yet we often forget to extend the hand of forgiveness to ourselves. We become our harshest critic, focusing on our errors and overlooking our progress. But it's crucial to remember that self-forgiveness is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Mistakes are a part of life, a stepping stone to growing and learning. Life as we know it is not always fair. It's a simple but harsh truth that we all come to realize at some point. We're often taught that if we work hard, stay honest, and play by the rules, we're bound to succeed. But sometimes, despite all our efforts, we may not receive the outcome we were hoping for. We may see others who seem to have it easy, who achieve success without apparent struggle, while we're left in the dust. It's the randomness of life, the roll of the dice that we can't predict or control. It's frustrating, and it can be disheartening. But it's in these moments of disappointment that resilience becomes crucial. It's our ability to bounce back, to dust ourselves off and keep going, that truly defines us. We must remember that life's not about the destination, but the journey. Life's unfairness can be harsh, yet it's what makes our journey unique. We can't control everything, and that's a hard truth we must accept. The world is vast, and the events that shape our lives are often influenced by forces far beyond our reach. We strive for control, for predictability and certainty, but the universe follows its own rules. It dances to its own rhythm, indifferent to our desires and fears. Yet, in this unpredictability, there is a certain liberation. When we accept that there are things beyond our control, we can then focus on what truly matters, on what we can actually influence. It's not about surrendering to fate, but about directing our energy where it can make a real difference. We can't stop the rain from falling, but we can carry an umbrella. We can't control the wind, but we can adjust our sails. It's about learning to dance in the rain, rather than waiting for the storm to pass. Embracing the uncontrollable can free us from unnecessary stress and worry. You can't make everyone happy, and that's not just a saying, it's a reality. Hinging your contentment on the satisfaction of others is like chasing a mirage. It's an exhausting, never-ending pursuit because everyone has their own set of expectations and preferences. It's crucial to understand that it's not your responsibility to fulfill everyone's desires or to live up to their standards. Instead, focus on your own values, your own goals, and most importantly, your own happiness. It's not about being selfish. It's about realizing that you can't pour from an empty cup. You see, when you strive to please others, you may end up sacrificing your own needs and desires. This can lead to dissatisfaction, resentment, and loss of self-identity. Instead, prioritize self-compassion, self-care, and self-satisfaction. It's okay to say no when you need to. It's okay to prioritize your well-being. Remember, your happiness should never be at the expense of pleasing others. You can't always get what you want, a bitter truth we all must accept. Our desires, as boundless as they may be, are often met with the harsh reality of life's limitations. It's like an endless chase, a perpetual horizon, always within sight but never within grasp. Our culture, with its focus on relentless ambition and tireless striving, often fuels this endless pursuit of desires. But it's crucial to understand that unchecked desires can lead to discontentment and even despair. It's like a wildfire, consuming everything in its path, leaving nothing but desolation in its wake. The antidote: contentment. Finding joy in the present, in what we have, rather than constantly yearning for what we don't. It's not about abandoning ambition or settling for less, but rather recognizing the value in what we already possess. Let your desires inspire you, motivate you to reach for more. But remember, they should serve as a compass, not a cage. Your desires should fuel you, not control you. We all have limitations. It's a reality we often ignore. It's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? We like to think we're invincible, capable of anything we set our minds to. But the truth is, we all have our restrictions, our boundaries, our limitations. But here's the twist. These limitations aren't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, they can be a catalyst for growth, a stepping stone for improvement. They shape our understanding of ourselves, our abilities, our potentials. They help us recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and that's a powerful tool, my friend. You see, when we acknowledge our limitations, we open up a world of possibilities. We start pushing boundaries, expanding horizons, exploring uncharted territories. We start to grow, evolve, and transform. We start to become a better version of ourselves. So don't shy away from your limitations. Embrace them, understand them, learn from them. Acknowledging your limitations is the first step towards overcoming them. Nothing lasts forever, a hard truth we all must face. The universe operates on the principle of impermanence, a ceaseless ebb and flow where nothing is static, nothing is permanent. The beauty of a sunset, the thrill of a first kiss, the sting of a harsh word. All these experiences are transient, fleeting in the grand tapestry of existence. It's this transience that lends life its poignancy, its depth. It's what gives value to moments, for we know they're here now, gone tomorrow. But it's not a cause for despair. Rather, it's a call to appreciate what we have while we have it, to savor that sunrise, to cherish that shared laugh, to learn from that fleeting sorrow. So let's not cling to the past with regret, nor fret about the future with anxiety. The present moment, this very second, is all we truly have. And it's in this moment that we live, we breathe, we exist. Embrace the present, for it's all we truly have. Even the best of us can be wrong. That's a reality we must acknowledge. In our pursuit of knowledge and understanding, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing we're always right. But the truth is, no one holds the monopoly on truth. Each of us is fallible, capable of misunderstanding and error. This is where humility comes into play. It's about acknowledging that we don't have all the answers, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's a crucial part of growth. Being open to new ideas, even when they challenge our existing beliefs, allows us to broaden our perspectives. It invites a diversity of thought, which in turn enriches our understanding of the world. And remember, learning from others is a strength, not a weakness. It's an opportunity to expand our knowledge, to see things from a different angle. Being open to being wrong opens the door to learning and growth. Embrace it and watch yourself flourish. We've discussed some hard truths about reality. They may not be pleasant, but they are necessary for personal growth and understanding. We've learned that we all make mistakes, and it's crucial to learn from them, forgive ourselves, and move forward. We've acknowledged that life is not always fair, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, we don't achieve the outcomes we desire. We've understood that we can't control everything, and there are circumstances that are simply beyond our reach. We've accepted that we can't please everyone, and our desires have limitations. We've recognized our own limitations, our strengths and weaknesses, and the importance of self-improvement. We've reflected on the transient nature of existence and the importance of appreciating what we have while we have it. And finally, we've faced the possibility that even the best of us can be wrong, and the importance of being open to new ideas and perspectives. Remember, the truth about reality may be hard, but it's a pill we all must swallow for our growth and well-being.